Good evening, everybody. Deacon Tim Wyman here, and I'm here at the O'Neill Center at the Cathedral Parish, and got with me here a special guest tonight, Joan Root. Many of you know Joan. Joan goes by many names and titles, but tonight she's here as the director of our new Lexington campus Encounter School of Ministry. So welcome, Joan. How are you doing?
Thank you. Doing very well. Thank
Doing
you.
very well. Good. Well, so we're here tonight to give people an idea. You might have seen in our parish emails, our bulletins, some events that have been going on that are encounter ministry based. And a lot of people might just not understand what that's all about. So we're really here tonight to help people understand what Encounter is all about, Encounter Ministries. We had a wonderful event last weekend. Encounter came in and helped us put on a school of healing and and a healing service for our community, and it was amazing to be there and witness really some wonderful healings that happened to people, either full or partial healings in a number of areas. So just talk a minute about that whole campus, the school of healing and the healing service.
I think that's what's so special about Encounter is that as you grow in your understanding, scriptural foundation and background of your identity as a child of God and the gifts that you've already been given, then as you grow in that understanding through the class, the students who came to the School of Healing and were kind of taught that and reinforced in that, then they had the opportunity to take that in practice. And that was what was so special about the School of Healing and the healing service, that after a day and a half in the classroom learning about why we can do this, why we're called to do this, why this is part of our baptismal call, then we actually got to do it and to bring that healing that the Lord wants to give to people, to those who came to the cathedral.
Yeah,
It was amazing.
we had 32 people come through the school.
Right. Yeah, and there were about 100, I think, people who came
Into the service. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was amazing. It was a wonderful night. Just growth in faith. You know, not everybody that came to be healed was healed, but there were several that were. And I think no matter people that came in went away with a deepened faith and a deepened awareness that Christ wants to minister to his people, and they went away enriched regardless of what happened to themselves.
Yeah, whether it was discernible physical healing or not, they felt the love of God,
Yeah.
Through the prayer of the other person. And again, we know that healing comes in many forms.
Right.
And so there was discernible physical healing, and then there was also that sense of the love of the Lord.
And so Encounter Ministries, this was just one aspect of the ministry. We actually started a relationship with them, 3 years ago? We had a school of healing and another healing service. So that was really the beginning. But let's talk a little bit again for people that don't understand or have not heard of Encounter Ministries. What is that? What is Encounter Ministries? And then we'll take it further.
Right. Encounter Ministries is based now in Brighton, Michigan. And basically the founders, Father Matthias Thalen and Patrick Bryce, a youth minister and a priest, through their own journeys into healing ministry and healing services, just found people hungry to know, seeing signs and wonders manifested and understanding, again, our gifting in this and our authority to pray like this, to hear the voice of the Lord. So people's desire led them to form an actual school. And the school started in Brighton, Michigan, where they taught people all that healing, prophecy, inner healing, and your identity, all that encompasses. And there's a tremendous hunger for that, and it just spread. 3 satellite campuses developed 2 years ago, one in Cincinnati, one in New Orleans, and one in Seattle. And this year,
We're one of 18.
we're one of, I think right now it's 17 that are actually on board. So what's that, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 campuses, not just here in the US, but also internationally.
Right. And one of the neat things I'll say is that if anybody's wondering, is this one of these fringe groups that's out there kind of coming up with their own? This is very Catholic, very Orthodox. This curriculum that is in the school has been vetted by, you know better than I do, but theologians have looked this over and scrubbed it, and then changes have been made where they felt like we needed to, that the Encounter School needed to be clearer or more, clear about it. So this is something that's very in the heart of the church. So you don't have to have any concerns about, is this some sort of fringe group trying to do something on the edge of the Catholic Church? No, this is in the heart of the Catholic Church.
Right. Encounter will not come into a diocese unless they're invited, have a letter of welcome from the bishop. Yeah. And they have a beautiful website, the overall Encounter Ministries website, and they have a beautiful endorsement page with excerpts from the bishop's letters. Every diocese that has invited them has this letter. Also, as Deacon Tim said, that the curriculum has been vetted by 5 different theologians. One is the curriculum advisor, Dr. Mary Healy, who's very well connected and well respected, and a friend of our diocese as well. And so they've declared it to be the curriculum to be free of moral and doctrinal error. So it's very reassuring.
Right. So if somebody, we're launching the campus here in the fall. As you said, we're one of 17 that are launching this year. And so one of the things is like, well, how do we help people understand about the school and what's in the school? How will it be when you attend the school and all of that? And so I think that Encounter came up with this great approach that we're going to do here right after the 4th of July, that week of the 4th of July, called the Summer Intensive. So what's that all about?
Right. It's a kind of a fast 4-day sampler of the first year of the curriculum. So each night, it'll be held over 4 evenings here at the Cathedral. Each will be just like a class that you attend. It will be one class from each of the 4 quarters. So the first night will be on identity and transformation, where we really look at the scriptural background. We look at the catechism of the church as to our identity as sons and daughters of God, because all ministry flows out of that. So that would be the first night. The second night will be on power and healing. Again, a little bit of what we saw over the past weekend here at the Cathedral, and understanding where that comes from. The third night will be on hearing the voice of God and prophecy. I know that's been especially powerful for me, is through going through this school, is just being much more aware of how the Lord speaks to me individually, and being able to grow in my relationship with the Lord through that. So that's on the third night. And then the fourth night is on inner healing and freedom. And when some of the things that can keep us from being fully free in our relationship with the Lord, when those are broken open, when we can look at the root causes of those and then heal them through prayer, there's some powerful tools that you learn how to use in order to do that. So each night will begin with praise and worship, and then a teaching. And then as we learn these things, again, what's really special about Encounter and the curriculum is that you get to practice them.
Right. Yeah, and I think of this as like a restaurant, you know, that has this wonderful menu of 150 items, and you're invited to come in one night or 4 nights and sort of get a sampling of everything on the menu. And I think that's what the idea behind what's it called? Summer Intensive. You know, that's the whole idea of this, is that you get to come in and really sample and see what would it be like if I was to enroll in the school in the fall. What would it be like? What would I experience? And so, that's the ask here, is to consider that coming in now. So let's kind of describe that week. What's it going to happen each night? And you sort of went through it quickly, but we have 4 nights. You went through the topics. So people are going to show up here about what time?
Right, praise and again after the mass.
After the 5:30 mass.
Right, we'll have praise and worship, and really enter into time of just thanking God for all that He's giving us. And then we'll have a teaching, and we'll be on those topics.
And then you'll demonstrate.
And then we'll demonstrate, because that's Jesus' model, right?
Right.
What did He do? He proclaimed and He demonstrated.
Right.
So that's where that methodology comes from. Very Jesus.
Good. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, if people want to register for the Summer Intensive, how do they go about doing that? Where would they go?
They would go to our website.
Okay.
They can also do, we have a Facebook page, Encounter School of Ministry Lexington, and then on our website right here, our landing page that is, I think that'll be up there shortly. There's a registration button, and they can just click on it and walk right through the process.
Yeah, so if you go through, as you see on your screen here, this is the Lexington campus, encounterschool.org/Lexington. That'll get you to the actual Lexington campus screen. I'm just gonna page down here. Here was we still have the flyer up that'll be coming down shortly with the School of Healing, but just below that is the summer intensive. And then below that, there's a register here. All you're gonna do is come in here, click, and so what's the cost of this, John, if you want to come to the summer intensive, how's that going to work from here's this page you'll see when you get there. Has a little bit of background and the schedule for each night. And then here's the registration option. So there's a little form you're going to fill out, and you just kind of look at the pricing here. Looks like it's $85 for a regular anybody, public. Priest, deacon, seminary, or religious get a discount, $50. And then if you're in college, you want to come to this, you're going to get a discount as well to $50. So it covers the 4 nights, and it's going to be amazing. I'm really looking forward to it. I'm in for the fall, and I'm going to be part of this. And so I would just encourage everybody to look into this, look at your week, and come there. Now, what if somebody says, "Gosh, I can make it for 3 nights. I'm going to be gone." Should they? Is it an all or nothing kind of thing? Or?
No, because each night is independent of the other.
Okay.
Yeah, so I mean, they can come and just see what it's like. So I would encourage them to do that.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. So anyway, there you go, folks. It's Encounter Ministries. You're going to be hearing a lot more about it as we go through the summer and into the fall. The School of Ministry will be launching this fall. If you want to get that great sample of what it's going to be about, then register for the summer intensive the week of July 4th. Those 4 nights, 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th, and it's going to be great. So, Joan, thanks for coming and spending the time and to go through this. And if you have any questions, Joan can answer those questions. I believe her email is listed on the page, and you can reach out to her. I know her name's all over the bulletin and other things we're doing. So get a hold of Joan if you have any specific questions. But other than that, folks, just please come and be a part of the summer intensive and see what this Encounter School of Ministry is all about. Have a great evening. God bless you, and we'll talk to you soon.